Welcome to Value Vibes. Each episode begins here with an insight on teen wellness, a behavioral, and a thought-provoking quote. Now let's go to our first sub-segment, which is a research-backed insight on teen neurology. Did you know that your brain forms over 1 million neural connections per second during your teen years? This implies that every new thing you learn builds a stronger, smarter version of you. Your teen years are a powerful window for shaping your intelligence, identity, and future potential. Every choice to learn now multiplies your brain power for life. Now let's go to our second sub-segment, the quote spotlight. In this segment, we shine a beam on a thought, sometimes poetic, sometimes profound, but always intentional. These aren't just quotes, they are mental sparks. Today's quote is an original pulse from the mind of Poetonic Ella, crafted to awaken insight, stir self-reflection, and ignite value-driven growth. It says, study to know, because what you know belongs to you. Now let's dissect the quote. Study to know. This is an invitation to intellectual intentionality. It challenges you to learn not just for grades or tests, but to own knowledge. It emphasizes the power of personal acquisition. When you truly know something, it becomes a part of your mental DNA. Belongs to you. Study to know, because what you know finally belongs to you. Ownership, confidence, permanence. What you truly understand cannot be taken from you. It's an invisible asset with lifelong dividends. Now, there are 4 benefits of imbibing this quote. Number 1, mental independence. When you know, you don't need to always rely on others. You become a credible voice. Number 2, confidence in expression. You will speak with clarity and conviction because you have earned your insight. Number 3, informed decision making. Knowing expands your lens. You will avoid poor choices because you see further. Number 4, sustainable growth. What you know grows you. It equips you to handle life's evolving complexities. Now, we have 3 inspirational takeaways to deduce from this segment. Number 1, the more you know, the less you can be manipulated. Number 2, learning is an invisible superpower. Build it daily. Number 3, what belongs to you mentally can never be confiscated physically. And that's how we've come to an end of Value Vibes for this episode. See you next time. Bye for now. Welcome to Value Talk, the part where we unpack real-life issues without filters or fluff. Let's break this down. What does it really mean to know something? Is it being able to repeat a definition? Is it passing an exam? Or is it something deeper? Something that shifts the way you see the world? To know is to internalize. It's when information stops living on the page and starts living inside you. When you own knowledge, It moves from your notebook to your mindset. It begins to influence how you make decisions, how you see challenges, and how you shape your future. True knowing is when you can explain a concept in your own words, apply it in real-life situations, and even teach it to someone else without sounding like a textbook. That is when you know you've moved from memorizing to mastery. So the real question isn't, do I know this? It's, has this knowledge transformed how I think, act, or dream? I have 4 actionable steps to start owning your learning. Number 1, study with intention. Before you open a book, ask yourself, why am I learning this? Purpose ignites retention. Number 2, ask better questions. Don't stop at what. Ask why, how, and what if. Curiosity leads to ownership. Number 3, connect learning to your dreams. Whether it's math, literature, or science, link it to your future goals. Number 4, reflect daily. Set aside a minimum of 10 minutes every day to journal one key thing you've learned and how it is changing you. Remember, you're not just a student. You are a builder of knowledge, a curator of mental wealth. And every new thing you choose to understand strengthens your ability to lead, to grow, and to shine. Let your mind rise. That's all we have on this episode. Till next time and beyond, stay committed to positive curiosity and the assimilation of viable information. Ta-da! Now it's time for Value in Action, where we share stories of teens who are living out values in bold and practical ways. Let me tell you about Simi. Math used to feel like a battlefield for her. Formulas flew over her head, and every test felt like defeat. Her report cards echoed the same verdict, below average. But something clicked the day she paused and asked herself, who am I really studying for? Not for the grades, not for the teacher, but for herself. That mindset shift changed everything. She stopped shrinking in class and started leaning in. She asked bold questions. She rewatched math tutorials late into the night. She gave effort, even when it still didn't make full sense. And slowly, the numbers began to change. 38% to 68% in one term. But more than the score, Simi discovered something greater. She could learn anything once she chose to own it. That's the value of knowing, when knowledge becomes personal and learning becomes a form of empowerment. Ask yourself right now, what subject, skill, or truth have I been avoiding because I thought it wasn't mine? What would happen if I owned my learning journey, not to impress anyone, but to invest in myself? This week, choose one thing you've been passive about and decide to own it. Whether it's a subject in school, a value you admire, or a habit you want to grow. Commit to engaging it with intention. Read, ask questions, practice, reflect. And then tell someone. Me, a mentor, a parent, a friend. what you've decided to own. Because what you choose to know eventually shapes who you become. Welcome to Shine Your Light, where we spotlight teens who are letting their values lead through innovation, service, or creativity. Today's spotlight beams on Nathan, a 15-year-old who didn't wait for school to teach him everything. Driven by a love for technology, Nathan turned casual curiosity into consistent commitment. He immersed himself in coding tutorials online, not because it was graded, but because it gripped him. Now, he's designing a mobile app that helps teens manage homework schedules, solving a real problem with the power of what he has learned on his own. His grades? Solid, but more importantly, his mind is growing beyond the classroom. Your light shines brightest when you let your values lead your learning. Here are 4 steps to shine like Nathan. Number 1, explore what excites you. Go beyond the syllabus. Your passion could unlock your purpose. Number 2, turn your phone into a teacher. Let tech train you, not just entertain you. Number 3, apply what you learn to real-life needs. If it solves a problem, it's powerful. Number 4, teach someone else, because shared knowledge is amplified impact. That's all we have for this episode. Till next time, remember, when true values fuel your vision, your impact lights the path for others. Cheerio! Welcome to Value Quest, a moment to look within and uncover a hidden treasure you didn't know you carried. Let's turn inward for a moment. There's a capability inside you, powerful, untapped, maybe even hidden beneath years of self-doubt or external pressure. This quest isn't about proving anything to anyone else. It's about discovering what's already yours. The value within that's waiting to be activated. What is one topic, subject, or skill you secretly long to master? If fear, failure, or past performances didn't stand in your way. Pause and consider. Which subject, idea, or skill makes you feel small, yet deep down you know it's part of your growth story? Think of it this way. Maybe your challenge with it isn't a sign of weakness. Maybe it's a signal that there's more of you to discover there. What would it feel like to study, learn, or grow for you? Not for praise, not for grades, not for parents, just for you. Take 3 full minutes. No filters, no edits. Let your thoughts pour. Write what comes up. What is one thing you'd learn just for you? How would it feel to pursue it with no pressure to be perfect? What part of you would grow if you gave yourself permission to start? We've come to the end of this episode of Value Quest. Until next time, remember, the goal of this Value Quest isn't to become an expert overnight. It is to say yes to the possibility of who you can become when you learn from within. Because hidden in every area you have avoided is a capability you're wired to carry. Cheerio! Welcome to Value Interaction, where curiosity meets clarity and values get personal. This is the space where your questions meet real answers and surface level fades away. Today's question says, how do I stay motivated when school feels boring? And here's our real talk response. Let's be honest. Not every school subject feels exciting. Some days it's like sitting through a movie you didn't choose with no popcorn. But here's the truth. Boredom is not always a sign of lack. It's often a sign of misaligned value. So instead of fighting boredom with guilt or escape, let's decode it and take action. I have 3 reflective insights. Number 1, ask, what feels pointless and why? Not every subject will feel relevant now, but relevance can be created when you connect the dots. Is there a hidden skill in that class you could use elsewhere? Like structuring arguments from literature in school debates? Number 2, your brain loves a challenge. Give it one. Even boring tasks can become interesting if you treat them like mental games. Can you beat your previous study time? Teach it to someone else? Turn a dull topic into a rap, story, or sketch? Number 3, motivation follows meaning, not the other way round. Waiting to feel motivated first is like waiting to be thirsty before drinking water. Start with action. Do a little, then ask, what value can I pull from this for my future, my character, or my discipline muscle? Value-driven action steps. Step 1. Rename the subject. Give each boring subject a new title that reflects how you want to see it. Example, instead of history, call it storytelling with power moves. Why? Your brain responds better when you feel ownership. Step 2. Set a weekly micro-motivation goal. Each week, set one mini goal. For example, this week, I'll learn one fact from class and find one way it connects to real life. This builds internal motivation instead of relying on external hype. Step 3. Reward the discipline, not just the result. Celebrate when you show up, even if the subject still feels dry. Say, I did what I didn't feel like doing. That's power. What if boredom was your teacher? What would it be trying to tell you about your mindset, your passions, and your growth capacity? Motivation doesn't always show up. Sometimes, most times, you have to create it. Want your question featured in the next value interaction, or you just have questions that need answers? Call or WhatsApp our customer care lines on 0813-282-8287 or 0916-006-9006, or you can email us at transformativevibes, vibes with V-I-B-Z, the vibes with a Z, transformativevibes@gmail.com. The vibes is the Z, not an S, Z. transformativevibes@gmail.com. Bye for now. And finally, it's time for your value drill. Our take-home challenge designed to help you practice everything we've explored. Our challenge title for this episode is Build Your Learning Muscle. Just like muscles grow when we stretch them, your mind strengthens when you engage with challenge, not comfort. This week's drill has 5 parts. Number 1, identify one learning desire. Action. From your journal entry, circle the one topic, subject, or skill that resonated the most. The one you'd pursue if fear wasn't in the way. Why? Clarity of focus turns vague interest into intentional pursuit. Number 2, create a 7-day micro mastery plan. Action. Design a mini learning sprint. Just 15 to 20 minutes a day for 7 days. Choose any method. YouTube lessons, a podcast, short readings, or a beginner challenge. Why? Small, consistent action builds confidence without pressure. Number 3, build a curiosity map. Action. Draw a map or mind web of questions you have around the topic. Don't try to answer them. Just list what you wonder. Why? Curiosity reawakens learning as exploration, not obligation. Number 4, find a role model who started well. Action. Research one person in that field or skill who started without much. No talent, no money, no access or encouragement, but grew over time. Write 3 things they did right. Why? Real-life examples build belief and show that mastery is a journey, not a gift. 5. Create your personal study affirmation. Action. Write a short, empowering sentence that reflects your intent to learn for yourself. For example, I learn because I am worth understanding. My growth is mine to own, and no one can take that from me. Studying helps me discover my power, not prove my worth. Why? Internal affirmation reinforces value-based motivation, not validation seeking. Here's a reminder. Progress is your proof. Growth happens not when it's easy, but when it's consistent. You're not just learning, you are becoming. As we close this episode of the Value-Centric Teen, pause for a moment. Learning isn't a race, it's a relationship. A relationship between you and your curiosity, between who you are now and who you are becoming. What you know today isn't the ceiling, it's the foundation. So honor your questions, honor your hunger to grow. If school feels boring, dig deeper. If growth feels scary, dig inward. Because value-driven living means chasing what matters, even when it's uncomfortable. This isn't about grades, it's about growth. It's not about being the smartest in the room. It's about becoming the most aware, resilient, and value-driven version of yourself. Whether it was the questions you asked, the truths you uncovered, or the courage to admit what you don't yet know, it all counts. You're building internal strength that no exam can measure. Keep showing up. Keep asking why, how, and what if. Because value-centric teens don't just accept information. They engage with it, wrestle with it, and transform it into impact. Join us next time as we unlock yet another mind-empowering topic titled Values and Self-Leadership, the Power of Discipline. Until then, never forget, you're not just preparing for life, you're shaping it from the inside out. Stay centered, stay intentional, and stay curious. This is your time. This is your voice. You are the Value-Centric team. Bye for now. That's it for this episode of the Value-Centric team. You showed up, you reflected, you grew. Now it's your turn to live out what you've learned in your choices, in your vibe, and in how you show up for the world around you. Remember, you are made to lead with purpose. You are born to shine with values. And every small decision you make is shaping a powerful story. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this with someone who's growing too. Until next time, let your vibe be shaped by your values. Take care, Value-Centric team.